effect of our constituents that will compromise and in the upliftment of the call for social transparency and abolition of the graft and corrupt practices that permeates the local government unit of Olongapo City. I will now challenge the majority party to mend the damages inflicted by the passage of the said resolution. I also challenge you to go to New Cabalan and face our constituents there who are now feeling betrayed by their own city representatives. What reparable measures would you take in the event that this problem would multiply in the future? I will not just watch you in this situation. I will wait for your response and let the people judge all of us in this issue. Paalala lang po mga kasama, matuwid na po ang daan ngayon. Si Noynoy na po ang presidente. Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Okay. Any other? Gawad Perez. Yes.
Before, just for the record, I am joining this statement of Kagawad Utility Command.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Just for background information po, we have this contractor, M22 Construction, which wrote a letter to the mayor last July 23, 2010 to use the city's controlled dump site as a disposal area for various residential and commercial waste generated from Angeles City. August 26, 2010, Environmental Sanitation and Management Office recommended the approval for the temporary use subject to the following conditions. Waste disposal be exclusive of hospital and hazardous waste, strict monitoring of disposal, application for permits, and environmental clearance. September 3, 2010, Local Finance Committee recommended the acceptance of the proposal subject to the following conditions. M22 to abide on existing government laws. Waste shall exclude hazardous items and tipping fee at 750 per ton. 13 September 2010, Mayor Gordon endorsed to the City Council. Due to the above-mentioned documents and after discussions on the proposal, taking note of strict compliance to existing laws and responding to health and environmental issues, on September 23, 2010, City Council passed a resolution authorizing the Honorable City Mayor James Gordon Jr. to enter into and sign a MOA with M22 Construction for the temporary use of the city's controlled dump site subject to compliance with the pertinent laws and regulations. The minority proposed for the abolition of garbage collection fee, but the city government collects garbage fee to lessen the subsidy of the local government so it can still provide for social services like health, education, livelihood, peace and order, and many others. We want to keep Olongapo City clean and green, definitely. But to do that, we need to spend. We are now in search of ways to further improve our solid waste management, especially that Republic Act 9003 mandates the establishment of a sanitary landfill. And just for information from Department of Environment and Natural Resources, 97.5% of the country's waste disposal facilities are still open dump sites, with 936 open and controlled dump sites and only 24 sanitary landfill, or a compliance rate of only 2.5%. One major reason for this is the lack of financing. President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo offered financial subsidy to LGUs. She allocated 2.8 billion pesos for the said project. Under the scheme, the national government will grant 40% to first and second class cities and 25% to third and fourth class cities. Income generation is one big aspect. Although the city is unable to comply, DENR Region 3 says the city has a good solid waste management system, probably why many LGUs, including Marikina, see Olongapo as a model city. We have lakbay aral from time to time coming from LGUs from different parts of the country. The proposal was studied by concerned persons and officers, including Barangay Nucabalan, before it was finally endorsed to the City Council. The City Councilors emphasized health and environmental safety standards be followed. The program, once MOA is signed by both parties, again, let me repeat, the program, once the memorandum of agreement is signed by both parties, shall be on a temporary basis. In the future, when we see that there is a clear danger to the community, this will definitely stop. To date, the MOA is not signed, therefore the program is yet to be implemented. Unfortunately, everything was turned to be a controversial issue. A Facebook account was soon created. Yes, this page showed only one concern. Gusto mo ba ang lahat ng basura ng Pampanga ay dito itambak sa Olongapo? This then obviously created negative reactions, criticisms, and to a greater extent, blown out of a proportion when a certification was issued by the City Council Secretary, Ms. Elfrida Salmon, stating names of councilors who, quote and unquote, approved the program, yet forgot to include councilors who were absent at that time. What is really the role of a Sangguniang Secretary? According to Title 5, Article 1, Section 469, he or she shall function as the Secretariat of the whole Sanggunian. With this position of trust, the Council Secretary should not just be qualified and competent, but be someone who is not biased and will not be politically inclined to any party or person, as this will certainly affect performance and judgment as a City Council Secretary. With this, I move that Ms. Elfrida Salmon explain in writing why she released such document that will supposedly be used for legal purposes but was utilized on a social networking site that generated hatred to the honorable members of this council, including the local chief executive himself. Para saan pa po ba ang pagkapanalo ng outstanding sanggunian ng lungsod ng Olongapo sa buong gitnang Luzon? At isang outstanding councilor sa buong Pilipinas at kamakailan, outstanding mayor in the Philippines. May I just present some examples of information or the discussion that can be found in the Facebook. Ito pong mga naka-red, yan po yung mga nagsasabi ng mga hindi maganda below the belt sa mga miyembro ng sanggunian na ito. May utak pa ba ang mga taong sumasang-ayon sa proposal na yan? Kasi konti lang naman po ang nagsasalita sa kanila kapag session. Huwag nating hayaan ganituhin at babuyin ang ating bayan ng sinuman na hindi taga-Olongapo. Tayo na sumama sa makatwirang protesta laban sa basura ng Pampanga. You will see who among the honorables voted to approve this mess we are in right now. Kalampagin si Mayor at mga councilors. Ano bang ginagawa nila? Kala ko ba maasahan sila? Sana naman sa mga taong biniyayaan ni Gordon ng pera na galing sa basura ng Pampanga, mag-isip-isip kayo. Pinagpalit nyo ang kalusugan ng pamilya nyo. Hindi nyo alam hanggang doon na lang ang perang mauhut-hut nyo kay Gordon. Hindi kayo pagagamot ni Gordon sakaling magkasakit kayo. Mag-isip-isip kayo, kumampi kayo sa tama, alam nyo gawing masama, gawing damsite ng Olongapo, kumakampi kayo. Mag-isip kayo, pera lang yan. Isusugal nyo kalusugan ng Tagagapo dahil lang sa kaunting pera. Kasi po ayaw nila malaman na nakikinabang sila sa perang binayad ng Pampanga, kaya tikom ang bibig nila. Halatang halata, nakikinabang sila sa perang nanggagaling sa Pampanga kasi pumirma sila sa agreement. Ang dapat gawin ay pababain ang mayor at tanggalin lahat ng council na pumirma sa agreement. Ito naman, pakiparating daw kay Dishonorable James Gordon. You're such an asshole. Binoto ka ng mga taong Olongapo para mapaganda ang Olongapo, katulad ng kapatid mo si Richard Gordon, ngayon bababuyin mo ang Olongapo. I suggest na sa susunod na eleksyon, huwag iboto ang mga konsehal na pabor dito. Grabe, we vested our votes for them to make Olongapeños better lives by making an ordinance that will not harm